We like to think of fishing as a wonderful way to enjoy the outdoors, relax, and enjoy quality time with friends and family. Do you ever stop to wonder what the fish might think of your whole experience?
Well, they might even turn this human recreation into their own little game. That's what one local author imagined in her latest book, Bob, the Big Bad Bluefish. And here with us to flip the fishing script is author Bernadette Gesser of Chance. She is joining us in Historic Studio D. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, what a name. So I understand there's a little bit of backstory to this book.
Yes, yes. We had our grandchildren for a weekend because my daughter had to work long or whatever. So we were swimming and we were fishing right off our dock, and we had a really good day. We caught everything that we could think of. We caught croaker, we caught spot, we caught flounder, we caught rockfish. We even caught a bluefish.
Oh, wow.
And the kids were having a great time. So the youngest one, Lindsay, said, "Grandma, are the fish having as much fun as we are?" I said, "Of course, Lindsay. Every time that you feel that wiggle and that worm is gone, you know they're having a good time." So that night, the oldest one said, "Can you tell us a story about our fish?" So I'm rambling on, and she said, "You know, I think my friends would love that story. You should write us a book." So lo and behold, there's the book.
There's the book.
A couple of days later, I was fishing alone and catching bluefish. And my husband had warned me for years, "You better watch, the bluefish will bite you." I'm unhooking a bluefish, and as I'm unhooking it, I got bit in the finger.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
So how did you develop the characters?
Just crazy stuff that came out of my mind. Fisherman Fred is my husband's name was Ed, so he was Fisherman Fred. And the characters, the rocky, croaker, and spot, were the ones that we caught most of the time. And they're the fun fish. They like to really wiggle on your lines, and you're having a hard time catching them. So that's where they came from.
So what is it about fishing that you find to be such a special experience?
It's just so relaxing. Whether you catch or not, you're sitting there and you're watching the beautiful scenery of the Tangier Sound or wherever you are. And when you see your first grandchild catch its first fish, there's a feeling that you'll never get again.
Yeah.
It is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. The eyes pop open. I really got one. You know?
Okay, so what now? Are you going to continue the story? Or are you going to continue the characters?
The next book is a story on my grandfather, Thomas Steinheis. He was the last civilian lighthouse keeper of the 7-Foot Knoll Lighthouse. The 7-Foot Knoll Lighthouse was originally at the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay and is moved to the Baltimore's Harbor. It was mouth of Chesapeake Bay where it meets the Patapsco River, and now it's on Pier 5 in Baltimore's Inner Harbor.
Oh, wow.
And the reason that we need to write a book about that is because in 1933, he was keeping the light during the storm. He woke up in the middle of the night to distress signals, and there was a tugboat that was sinking off of the lighthouse. So the newspaper reports indicate that the waves were 20 feet. We didn't say that, the newspaper did. And he lowered a 21-foot dory and went out in the storm to get the men that were in the water that had sunk off the Tug Point Breeze that had sunk by the lighthouse. So he was able to get 6 men into the boat. The one engineer had passed away from exposure, but all 5 of the other survivors were helping him to keep the boat moving because the boat kept fouling because the waves were crashing in. So
Wow.
it was unbelievable. So we need to write a book on that.
Oh, no
Absolutely.
kidding.
Yeah.
And where can we pick up this book?
This book is available all over the place, but recently I just restocked Sundial Books in Chincoteague, Alton's Delights on Main Street in Berlin, and Somerset Choice Antiques in Princess Anne. We have a website. You can also go on the website and order it right on through the website, which is www.sunset-press.com.
Bob, the Big Bad Bluefish. Get your copy today. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Bernadette.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful having you.